Is there a child in here that we heard crying before?
That was like a whistle. Yeah.
Ghost Dimension.
Welcome to Thursday today. I'm sorry I wasn't on last week, and the reason was I wound up reaching for something that I probably shouldn't have reached for because it was really high, and because of my back surgeries and stuff, my back is really bad. Well, it popped out and I couldn't walk. Couldn't sit. I had to lay flat for like 3 days. So apologies for not being here last week, but I'm here this week. So let's say hi to everybody. Hi, Mel. How are you? I see you're back in the saddle here again. So welcome back to Ghost Dimension. And I want to tell you too, Mel, I have seen your stuff over on TikTok. I don't do a lot over on TikTok, but I do check it. Kind of sometimes at night when I wanted to slow my brain down, but I did see you doing karaoke, so good job. Hi, Emily, how are you today? Hi, Kay. Hi, Cookie, how are you? Yeah, I'll get you a card. Let me just see who's all here. Presh, hi, how are you? Yeah, I'm used to my back. It's just, I have to live with it. I've had it since I was 17, so it is what it is. I'm at the point, I'm not going to have any more surgeries. I'm just done with it. So I just have to take time for self. And I've been working a lot on the artwork and stuff for my home. I've painted some old cupboard doors that people were throwing out from redoing their homes up here in cabins and that kind of stuff. And I've been painting them, and I've got 2 of the shutters up already. And Tay and Dave are going to be up next weekend, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. So I have to make sure that I have them done so he can put the rest of them up. So that's kind of what I've been doing, that and playing with the birds a lot. They've been really good. And actually Squirt and Mango are both out right now. Phoenix is locked up because I can't let him do that. If I let him out, he goes after the bear, or goes after the birds. So, all right, Cook, I'll start with you today. Hey, and yeah, Kay, I'll get you too, and I'll get you too, Crush. Don't worry about it. Let's see what I've got for you guys today. Mango's actually behaving really well, which is a switch for him sometimes. I don't know if it's because he's getting older. I was shocked the other day. I had some memories come up, and I've had him now for 6 years, and I'm like, wow, that's longer than I thought. So, but he's a good boy. Squirt's really good too. She's totally different than Pip. I can call her and I can tell her to go back into her cage, and she does it on her own. I don't have to bust her butt for it. She just goes right in when I tell her to. So I'm really happy with that. All right, let's see what I got for you, Cook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, okay. I don't know if you got this card last time. I don't remember. But it's the grouse. Let's see. Where's the sun? There you go. It's the grouse. Okay, and as you can see, it's in like a dance mode. And they do that. It's really wild to watch them. And actually within my culture, we actually have Native American powwows, and the men go out and they do this dance, and it's really awesome. So this is about, for you today, it's kind of about, okay, there it is saying like celebrating you. And what I'm seeing is kind of when you look at yourself, you don't tend to do that a lot and kind of do like review of what's been going on, say even in this year, right? And you don't give yourself enough credit for the good things that you've done in your life, whether they're accomplishments or just that you've taken a direction that you didn't expect to take and it's worked out really well, or maybe even something you did for someone else. You may not know it, but the people around you do, and you imprint on them. And what I'm seeing is kind of like, and like, they're telling me like you get really gruff about it if anybody says, oh, you know, thank you. You don't want to get that intimate about that. Okay. You don't want anybody, you don't want to listen. But what I'm going to tell you is they want you to celebrate that. They want you to celebrate all the accomplishments you've done, and also things that didn't work out the way you had hoped or wanted to, because even those things help create the person that you are right now. Okay, all our impacts out in the world, you know, things that don't go well, things that go great, things that are okay, they all help us to become the person we are right now in this moment. And they want you to celebrate that because you're worthy of that and you're worthy of more. And it's almost like a feeling of I don't want to say depression, but it's like I feel like it's been down lately a little bit. And you just like work, come home, go to bed, watch TV, maybe in between, go to bed, get up in the morning, go to work. And they want you to expand that a little bit and celebrate who you are. Reach out to some people that you know, maybe go meet them for coffee, maybe go meet them for a beer. I don't know. You know, just do something out of your comfort zone to celebrate your life and who you are. And it's great, all the accomplishments. Like I said, good, bad, and different, it doesn't make a difference. Celebrate who you are, okay? And especially with winter starting to head in, I don't know about you all, but it's like 58 degrees here, and it's October, and I've had 3 windy days, and it's been dreary, and now we're getting into winter. It's been a lot for everybody, and especially all the people that were affected by the hurricane here in the U.S., by both hurricanes. So it's been a wild ride, but go out there, cook, and just be you and celebrate that. Okay. And that's your card today. And it is the grouse. Okay. I hope that resonates for you. Excuse me. And have a great weekend. Okay. Because I know tomorrow the weekend starts. All right. Take care, Cook. Thanks for popping in. Okay, Kay, I'm going to get you. Yes, I can get you too, Emily. And then I got Pressure on here, and James is here. Hi, James. How are you? Bounty Hunting Bear. Hello, how are you? That's a good one. That's an interesting name. All right. Let me see what I can get for you, Kay. Oh, you know, Kay, I should have known. Other deck for you today. All right. Quite a few people already got their decks that I did. These are my deck. This is my deck that I created. And so this is a new deck. Okay. And these are oracle cards, sacred oracle cards. They're paintings that I did inspired by the divine energies and what have you. I channel when I painted all these paintings. Okay, let's see. I'll give you 7th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is actually, I still have this painting. It's hanging in this room actually here, and I really love this. This is the Spirit Lands. Yep. Okay, 1 card. Oh, okay, let me figure out where I gotta go with it. Oh, too much sun. Can you believe that? Too much sun. See, no, there it goes. It's a Spirit Lands. Okay. And that's all talking about all the family and friends that are over in the spirit world with you. I actually had something, and I'm going to share this with you because this is what you need to hear so much too, okay, right now. The spirit lands, our ancestors, in our bloodline, and people that we have walked with in this lifetime, that as they got older or maybe they got ill, they passed to the spirit lands. And when I tell you, yes, they wrap themselves around you with energy, and they're there to help us during all kinds of times, like good times. Same thing as I just told Cookie, good times, bad times, and the in between. And they're there to actually reach out and help us, okay? And if we ask them for help, they will support us. They won't do it for us, but they'll support us. So, as example, with what I'm going to tell you right now, and people say, oh, I feel so alone, right? I feel so alone. It's really hard, okay? So, I did a particular painting that I did through meditation from the time that I was actually in the hospital, okay? I was told to do it, and I was told who to send it to, right? And I kind of held on to it for a while, okay? So, you kind of hold back, and you kind of don't do, but you kind of listen to spirit, okay? So finally they said, send it. So I was like, great, send it. I got a phone call the day that this person received it, and they said to me, holy crap, I said this morning. I feel so alone. I wish I could talk to blah, blah. So she got it right after saying it, and she opened it. And it was related to something in her family and somebody that's in spirit. And it was like a moment for her, okay? It was a moment of peace, understanding that our spiritual family is around us, and they do help us, and they do watch over us. We just have to understand and open to the signs of that, right? Not everybody does what I do the same way that I do it. People that are learning to connect better, there's no perfect way to do it. But they're saying, we're here for you, Kay. We're here. You just have to realize that we are here. And with that, you can ask us to help you with stuff, or ask us to come in and in your dream walks and give you advice, or talk to you, or let you talk to them. There is so much spirit around us. It's crazy. So the spirit lands coming through. I had to do this again. Spirit lands coming through for you. Okay, there you can see a little bit better. Are merely that. They're saying, we're here for you. We've only gone from our physical selves, but the energy of our soul is still here. We're still watching over you. So take that to heart and understand you're not alone. And the divine energies and the spirits that are there on the other side for you are there. They're really, really there. Don't doubt it. Okay. So that's your card, Kay, and I hope that resonates for you. Okay. It's just such a blessing. I called somebody yesterday, and they were in the hurricane, like right directly in the path of the hurricane. And I texted with them for quite a while. But what I found that happened was because they were scared, because they were frightened of what was going to come, because they didn't know what was going to hit. And I kept getting all their family members coming in. And it was family members that I didn't know about. And it made them forget the stress of that time. But our families, our friends, all that in spirit come around when we need them, even if sometimes we don't realize they're there. So it's always important to remember. And Kay, remember, okay? I hope that resonated for you. Sorry I got off on the track, but it's things that people really need to know. Spirit is just like, they're just there to assist us. They love when we're doing well. They have love for us. So just remember that. Okay, Miss Emily. I hope you're doing well. Let me see what I can get for you today. All righty. Ooby-dooby-doo. All righty. Let's see what we got for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, I saw something really cool about these creatures. Okay, so for the card that you got today, okay, is the ant. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it so you can see it. It's the ant. Ants are amazing. I have people that I've thrown this card for before, and they're going, really? Ants? Like ants? Ants can do anything. They have more organization and more intelligence at fixing problems than humans will admit to, okay? We might see, like after rain, we might see like water draining down the street or the sidewalk, and they want to get on the other side. They pick a way to do it, but they work together with the community of ants to make it happen. So what I'm being shown for you right now is you need to reach out a little more of than your comfort zone, like to include other people, different thought processes, and you need to bring those to you. And you need to think outside the box. And when we find ourselves in a position somewhere doing something or around certain people, we have a tendency to not want to always share what we have or ask for help. Okay. And what I'm being shown for now, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish or do, or a path that you're ready to start walking on, like the way you want your life to go, it's okay to ask opinions. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay. It doesn't mean you're weak. It just means that you're doing what we're meant to do, and that's be here for everybody. If you can look at, like right now in the world, there is so much negativity. There is so many catastrophes. We have wildfires out in the Dakotas right now that are just torching everything. We've had 2 hurricanes within 3 weeks, and there's another one starting to come in already in the U.S. We've had all kinds of wars going on in the Middle East. You know, everybody's fighting each other, and that can really become an issue. It's really difficult when that's all you're surrounded by. Is you turn the news on, it's negative. You talk to people, everybody's cranky right now. You need to remember, even with all that going on, there is a soul group of people that will assist you, not only here as you walk the human, but in the spirit lands, okay? You need to be open to that. You don't have to do everything on your own. They're like, yeah, you know, we're at our best when we communicate what we need, okay? Sometimes also, and I'm being told this for you as well, like you go out and you'll help other people, you don't even think about it, you'll just do it for them. They don't even have to ask, you step up, okay? And it makes you feel good inside. They don't need to thank you a million times or buy you a car for what you did, none of that, okay? But you feel good, right, when you do things. So when we ask other people for assistance with whatever it is, we're going to bring that joy to them because they're going to help you, okay? Or they're going to help us. That was one of the most difficult lessons I had to learn, and I finally got it when I was in my 50s, okay? And I'm 63, going to be 64 in January. It took me a long time. I was the fixer. I'm always the fixer. I'm not the fixer anymore. I can still help, but I'm not the fixer anymore. And I finally asked, or I finally let people know this is what I need. This is what I need assistance for. There's nothing wrong with that. So you need to kind of get out of your comfort zone a little bit and trust what's coming in. Ask the spirits to help, and they will. And whatever this is that you've got going on, it'll be okay, but you've got to make that step to open up so that you can get whatever it is that you're trying to work on. Okay, so that's your card today, and it's the ant. And I love the ants, and I hope that resonated for you, Em. Thanks for being on today. Yeah, I saw this thing. I think I posted it over in group this past week. And it was ants, and they actually went up into a hornet's nest for whatever reason, and they attached themselves and made a bridge to wherever it is that they wanted to get to. But the bridge was the ants. One would get there, another one would crawl a little farther, and the one before them would hold on to them. And then you had another one come out, and they linked together to make this massive, like, bridge to get to where they needed to be. So you got to kind of sometimes do that. You got to kind of sometimes just step outside of the box. And you'll be surprised at what comes through for you. All right, James, I hope you're well. Thanks for being here. Oh, let me see. Hi, Paula. How are you? That's good. I'm glad you're here. I haven't even got down to the bottom of the list yet. So, okay, let me do this. Oh, James, you're never going to believe what I did. Okay, so hang on a minute. I did this last week too, or last time. Hang on. I mixed half the deck in face up and half the deck in face down. Hang on. My hands aren't working right today. There we go. Oop, there we go. There's another one. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Hang on. Almost got it. Almost got it. Almost got it. There we go. Okay. Now I've got them together, and we'll do. You have one card that got thrown, tossed out, so I'll use that one and one more. So you get a two-carder today. All righty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Okay. So the first card that jumped out for you is the otter. Okay. Otters are great. They teach us about our lives, that when we need to balance ourselves, right? And when you need to balance, you have to work at stuff, and then there's time to rest or play, right? And there's people out there right now, and I used to do this when I was younger. I worked at Children's Hospital. I'd work all kinds of hours. I didn't care. I was married. I had a kid, but I thrived on work. It was work, 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 work. Okay. And I didn't take time out for myself. And that has to balance, because then you get wiped out if you're only doing one thing. And this is what they're saying for you right now. The work is great, but not the work. Okay. So you need to have time for self. You need to balance that out. You need to do things that'll bring you joy. You need to kind of interact with the world, but in a way that, it makes you feel good. And then the work, okay? Work will balance, but you have to take time with family, friends, yourself, whatever it is that is needed, so that you can bring that back to balance. And they're like, no, you're in the work mode. And usually they come through and tell me it, but they're like, nah, no, he's in the work mode. Work. Even at home, it's like doing this, but it's not what's giving you joy. Okay, so the other card that came up was the bat. Ooh, here I go again. All right, was the bat. Okay, now bats are really cool, but bats are blind. When people sometimes tell you, oh my God, like my daughter will tell me, oh my God, you're blind as a bat, right? They can't see in daylight. They can see at nighttime, but not the way we see things. They have radar inside them, so they work off of sound. Okay. Bats also, just for the record, I mean, there are a couple bats out there that are really big and not good, but the majority of bats are wonderful. Okay. They take care of the bugs that we don't want in our homes or by our homes or by us. They dwell it during the day. They're silent, sleeping somewhere. So if you ever get a bat in the house, and I have had bats in the house over the years, you don't kill them. Okay, don't kill them. Shut the lights off. till they settle. Use a flashlight or your phone. Take a towel or a pillowcase and toss it over them. Pick it up, let it back outside. Okay, that's what you do for bats. So bats are bringing for you today, though. Sorry, I got sidetracked, but I'm really particular about bats. I just, they're needed, and people don't always treat them well. This one is telling you that you need to look into, okay, yep, that makes sense, into the things that are not making you balance. So if it's work, or whatever's going on with you, you really need to look at it and be very selective on how you spend your energy, okay? And what I'm being shown is you're like this. So whatever's going on, it's like you're blind as a bat. You don't want to look at it. It's like being blind as a bat. You don't want to listen to it. You don't want to look at it. It's like, nah. Okay? But you have to take the time to do that so that you will balance, okay? And that's why the otter's bringing in the balance. And they're saying, look at yourself and your life and clean some of the stuff up and out that you don't need or that you're not doing anymore. Stuff that, you know, maybe is even in your sacred circle. Stuff that just doesn't resonate for you right now. Clean it out. Bring yourself to balance, okay? James, I hope that makes sense for you and it resonates. And thanks for being here. All righty, Presh. Were your ears burning last week? I was having a discussion with some people that came for a read at my desk, or at my house, not my desk. Last week. And I didn't give them your name, but I was telling them how your family is always around you, okay? Because when I did these reads, I had two people here at the house, and one of them, like, their whole freaking family showed up. Okay, they had been at my house for like 2 days, showing me, trying to get my attention and everything. And they were like standing up in a line to tell this person what they had in mind that they wanted her to know. And I said, and we laughed after it was all done. And I said, you're not the only one. And I told them, Presh, I said, I have this beautiful gal that comes on the streams when I'm on, and her family's always there. And I said, especially her dad. So let me give you a card today and see what goes on. I think, honestly, it's just because your dad likes to know that I can see him. And it's a very, like, strong energy to be able to give you the information you need to hear. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you're not the only one that has loved ones that stick around and bring people to me. So, okay, so talking about family, and I joke you not, the card that came up today, okay, is the beaver, okay? The beaver is all about family, okay? You couldn't do this if I couldn't do that again in a million years, have that card drop. Okay, so family. Family is important to you, but what they're showing me is sometimes you don't take the opportunities that are presented to you because you're concerned about family and what they're going to think about it. Okay, you got to stop doing that, first of all, because you're the one walking in your shoes, not anybody else. They've got their own stuff to do. And this is more about, well, maybe that's what's going on today. That's going to be a trait today for what's going on is balance. You have to not put, this is what, again, your father, quit putting so much importance on what everybody else is telling you to do or be or however it is, and be just you. You're worthy of it all. You're strong with family, but don't let them push you around. And what the beaver does when they build their den, their home, right? It's in the water. They mend it, okay? They reshore it up periodically during the year, you know, multiple times, right? And they can live underwater even in the winter with ice above, Okay, but they do that because they fix this or they fix that or they mend this or they look for another way that they want to do something. The close-knit family is important, but it's not going to make a difference if you do what you're supposed to do. Okay, you're not going to hurt all the rest. The parents beaver will teach the young how to build that stuff or how to fix stuff with their dens. And this is what your father is telling me to tell you. You have already been taught. You already know. Don't allow others in the family, this is what he's saying, in the family, push you to do things you're not comfortable with or to put them first above what you're supposed to be doing for yourself. And he's just like, she's still doing it. She's still doing it. So you're still doing it. Stop doing it. Do more for yourself. You're not going to hurt anybody by it, but you have to be able to say no without guilt, or you have to say, hey, I can do this with you, or I can do this for you and help you, but I can't do it right now. I need to do it later. And I feel that this is almost about your beliefs and how you were raised, because that's what he's kind of showing me. Like, you've been taught, and that's what he says. You've been taught how things are supposed to be. You know how they are supposed to be, but you can't stop stressing, he's saying, because everybody else is watching and pushing, and you gotta be you, okay? And that's what I've got for you. And I hope it resonates for you, Presh. I love you, and thanks for being here today, okay? All right, so bounty hunting bear. Hunting. That's cool. I like that. All right, so we're gonna go down a little bit lower. You want me to do a read for you? I can. Let me know. I'm gonna go down. I'm not gonna skip you if I see you. Yeah, okay, I will. You're under bounty hunting bear. All right, so let me shuffle them again. This time they'll be shuffled the right way. All righty, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, for anybody that's new here, I picked 7 because 7's a sacred number. There's 7 directions and there's 7 grandfather teachings. That's why I picked 7. And 7 is culturally known in many different areas of being a number that's sacred. Okay. So, all right. Well, this is interesting. This card hasn't come up in a long time. So this card for you today is the skunk. Okay. I can hear it now. Oh my God, I got a skunk. I've had that from people all around. Skunks are cool. I know everybody runs from them, but baby skunks don't even develop their glands to spray. They'll look like they're spraying, but they're not. And they don't have anything till they're almost a year. Okay, that can spray, but the mamas will come at you. My daughter had one chasing her around the house at her grandmother's, like when she was in high school, and we just sat and laughed. But what I'm being told, the reason the skunk is there is because someone is kind of boxing you in, is what they're saying. They're like got you into a situation or kind of a place that they've stuck you in to sort through. And what I'm being told really loud is stand your ground. And so if you've ever seen a skunk stand their ground, they will stand forward first and they'll pat their front feet up and down, up and down. The tail will be up, excuse me, but it usually is when they're walking around anyway. So this one's just stamping at whatever or whoever this is in front of you. And it's kind of one of those situations like, okay, yep. Okay, so they're telling me this is a situation or whatever with this a particular person that has kind of put you in a place, and you don't want to really offend them or the people that are affected with the situation. And that's why they're showing me the skunk just patting down, up and down the front feet. But you need to stand your own ground. You need to figure it out because you can. And everything that's going on, you're aware of. And they're saying, like, you've got your own proverbial toolbox, okay, which I talk about all the time. That's the experiences and the people and the things that we remember over our lifetime. And we have all that experience, and I call it the proverbial toolbox, okay? And they're saying they're very particular because it's almost like you want to turn to go around whatever this is, but there's someone or something that's holding you in place, and you're not really sure if you should go like through it, around it, how you're going to deal with it. And I'm being told, you know how to deal with it, just do it. You're not going to be mean. They're coming out and saying it. You're not mean. But sometimes people and the experiences that we have drop in our lives come sometimes right in our laps. They are not fun to do. Okay, but if we allow them to stop us from doing what we want to do or what we should be doing, okay, that's not good either. So this is really loud. Set your boundaries for whatever this is and go where you need to go. Do not feel guilty about it. You're not being mean. And if they don't like it, it's not your problem either, okay? This is very direct because we're actually, at least in my generation, we were taught to put ourselves last and take care of everyone and everything else first. That's not how we need to do it. We need to take care of us first. So we do have the strength to do other things when needed. Okay. And they're quoting when needed. Okay. But it's like you've been at the short end of the stick with whatever this is that's going on. And they're saying, go past it, go around it, through it, however you want to do. But it's not yours to deal with. It's because of someone or something else that has put this there. But you don't owe it anything. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you don't want to interact with them, don't interact with them. Doesn't matter what they say. They're just words. They're just words. Okay? So that's your card today. And that's really an interesting, there we go, skunk. That's a real interesting thing from the skunk. It cracks me up. But thanks. Bounty Hunting Bear, I appreciate you being here and I hope it resonates for you. Okay, let's see. We'll go to Paula now, I think, right? Yeah. Here we go. Hi, Uncle Gaza, how are you? Yeah, I'll get you in a sec too. Hang on. Hi, Cindy Pinkham. Yeah, Florida, well, some areas really they got hit really bad. Last night was the opposite side of where the storm came in, Cindy. It was more tornadoes. There were several tornadoes that did a lot of damage over there. And a lot of cities are kind of working through the storm surge, which is bringing a lot of water in, and Florida's flat, so the water just comes, it floods everything. So there's damage and flooding, but thank God it kind of went from a 5 to a 3, and a 3's bad enough, a 1's bad enough, but it kind of settled a little bit when it went on land, but it didn't come in where it was projected to come in. It came in a lower spot to a lot of areas. It's just a lot. And the thing is, you can watch the hurricane reports before they hit, and that doesn't mean that's the most common way they're going to be projecting when they move, but it doesn't happen that way all the time because it's Mother Nature. There's stuff that turns them, and that's what it did last night. So yeah. All right, Paula, let me see if I can get you a card here. But yeah, Cindy, thanks for checking. And I know we've got some people in the Ghost Dimension family that live down in Florida, and I have not heard or seen anything from them yet. So I don't know. Like Scott, I don't know how he's doing. All right, Paula, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, all right. Well, this is kind of a cool card. I haven't done this one in a while either. Okay, so your card today is, where are we? There we go. The Orca. Okay, there you go. Orca. Sorry, can't see it with the sun coming in. It's only 58 degrees, but we got a beautiful sun. Okay, so Orca. I do not refer to them as killer whales. I refer to them as orcas, and that's what they are. They're also strong with family. They protect family. They travel in pods in the ocean. They're quite amazing. And when they show up, they're bringing in traditions. They're bringing in history, like family history. And they're like messengers of that. They hold that. And it's actually a great protective totem to have too, because they can teach us so much. And what I'm seeing right now with you is it's kind of like an ancestral line, but more recent. So like when from the time you were growing up to the time you are now, the kind of earlier years, there were people and traditions and family history that's there that has not been looked at in a while. This is really odd. Okay, so, and like I said, they're keepers of the wisdom, right? And this is like something that is currently going on with you now. If you look into your earlier life with the people that were around, this could even be like when you were a young teenager or you were 9, 10, 8, 9, 10 years old, but there was somebody that was there that has had information or did something that is reactive to what you have going on right now. And I want to say that this is either grandfather or uncle, not a parent. It's grandfather or uncle. It's definitely male, but they have like family history and they acknowledge things that should have been taught to you or told to you as like the story of their life and how they went through their life. Very strong. And they want you to kind of take a look at that and be open, because something that's going on with you right now, you can find answers to in the past. It's going to take a little bit of digging, but they're there. And all you need to do is tap into that and kind of dig a little bit, and you'll find whatever this is. And when you find it, it'll be a good thing, and it'll be something that you didn't realize before, but it's also brings in the things that make sense now for your life that you've got going on right now. But you need to look into that. And it, like I said, it's a grandfather energy or an uncle energy that's telling me these words. And it could even be that they're telling a story that a woman they were connected to, either their wife or sister. Sisters being tossed around quite a bit, and this would be back 2 generations, 3 generations, has very important stuff that you should know right now. Okay, really kind of a really involved, kind of deep thing, but they're standing there and they're saying yes, whatever this is that's going on or is happening, or you throwing questions out, the answers are there, but you have to go back in a little bit of time. Okay, so that is your card today. Very interesting, and it is the Orca. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate you being here, and I hope that it resonates for you. That's kind of cool. And I will tell you, since after my last medical crap in July, it was not fun for 2.5 weeks, and then healing from it, I have like, they're showing up. I mean, people in spirit are just coming in like crazy, and they're fine-tuned. So to give you that information is mostly because you need it. So whatever that is. So Paula, let me know, like, if it helps or it resonated with you. Because it's, like I said, it's old energy knowledge that's coming through. Okay, Uncle Gaza, let's see what I got for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, saw one of these this morning. Your card today. is the eagle. This is actually an eagle I had out front about 4 years ago. Okay, eagles within my culture are very revered. Of course, in the United States, they have the eagle with the flag, so it's an important animal. But the reason this winged one is so important culturally is because we look at it as being the closest thing that can reach Creator God and the divine energies beyond our scope. And I feel like there's been prayers and things that have been put out by you, and some of it has caused you a little bit of stress, and it's just like, you know, I just want this to go right, or I need this to happen, or you just feel kind of left out sometimes. And they're saying, don't worry, we hear you, okay? We hear you, but there's things that have to be in place to be able to assist you. Continue that communication with that higher self, that higher being, that higher, whoever it is that you put stuff out to, and don't give up. Keep the faith, because the eagle will continue to carry you to where you need to be heard and understood. It's a very strong energy around you. I call it Creator's healing grace that goes around you. This is really a big deal that this is wrapped around you for either the current situation that you're going through, but it's all about healing. And my hands are starting to rev up. So when I say that, it is definitely about healing. I can feel that energy. Just know that it's there, and they're aware, and they're working with you. Don't give up. Okay. So that is your card. I hope it resonates for you, or you understand it. And thanks for being here today. I appreciate you. Okay. Hi, Gail. How are you? You're from the UK. Cool. Is that all the what? Ear ringing? Yeah, it could be. I mean, if you're talking about to yourself, I get when, okay, so when I see, here, I'll put this up so I know where I'm at here. Okay, so, yes, yeah, Simon, I'll give you one too. Hang on. Yeah. We all hear spirit differently. Even people that don't know they can hear spirit, it can affect your balance. It can affect your vision. You can have like a ringing in your ears. Like when I'm talking and connecting with divine energy, which a lot of people humans call angels, or, you know, whatever. It's a different pitch. Okay. When I connect to like some of the cards and the energy, I connect with that particular, like the orcas, right? I'm connecting with them. It's a different kind of pitch. So yeah, you get, until you realize sometimes it can really be hard to tune into it. Once you realize that's what it is, you have to allow it to happen. And a lot of people are scared. They don't want to let that stuff in. They're not sure what's going to happen. But if it's with love and brought to you with love, and you're asking for that to come in a positive, that will happen. You will definitely have ear ringing. Usually for me with ear ringing, I get it just before they step into my space. And it'll vibe. I call it almost like a vibration, but it's a different kind of pitch. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, Simon. Hi, Candace. How are you? I can give you a card too. All right, let's see what I get for you, Simon. Okay, so I'm going to pull you a card, but then I'm going to tell you something else. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah! Okay, this is cool. These are one of my favorites. So, here we go. Your card today is the clownfish, and you can see the anemones behind them. That's a live coral. Okay. And they rely on it. And actually, the clownfish is the only fish that can actually go into the anemones and not be killed, because the poisons that they put out are for food. but for whatever reason, it takes care of the clownfish. Okay. So what this is, and I get it. Yep, I get it. Okay, so you have an issue, okay? And you're nervous about it, and you're adding fear to it, and you just want to like be taken care of and have it work out the way it needs to, okay? And again, this is why the clownfish go into the anemones, because they want to be safe. They want to be, whatever it is, fixed. They want to take care of it. So this makes sense. The issue for you right now, though, beyond this card, but the card is showing you the situation, so I couldn't have that happen better, even if I chose it myself. It goes there for protection because it's scared. Okay, so one of the major things, and this is with anybody, okay, when we have situations come up, like financial, and I will tell you, I'm actually there this month, and a few months ago when I was in the hospital, I was there again. But you have to remove the fear. And I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but get rid of the fear. Don't add fear to it, okay? And I don't know how it works, except I've let fear go. The past 2 months when I was short with stuff and I really needed it, so I didn't have something shut down or shut off, right? It'll work. Not worried about it. I give it to Creator. I give it to the universe. And you let that fear go. Answers come in. Assistance comes in. And for the past, since July, so July, August, September, October, right? So 4 months, I've been dealing with stuff like that, but I'm not adding fear. And I'm like, I know the universe, the divine, Creator God, I know it'll be fixed because I trust in the universe that helps us when we need help. But you have to be positive about it. So I set it aside. I'm not forgetting it, but I put out what I see. And what I see is I am going to be fine. It will be taken care of. It'll be handled. I can tell you some of the craziest things that where and how it was handled. This month, I just had something yesterday. I didn't freak out, and it was handled. So you have to not put fear into it. And I know it's easier to say it than do it, but you have to ground yourself, and you have to stop adding fear to situations. And this is for everybody. I bear witness to the fact that it is true. Anytime I add fear to it, it really sucks. If I stop putting fear into it and say, show me how to handle this, show me how I need to take care of this, it happens. So that's what I'll tell you, Simon. And you've got the universe, you've got the spirits, you've got Creator God, everybody's got you, like this fish going back in to be safe. Now you just have to take the fear away, and things will logically fall into place so that you'll be understanding what it is that needs to be done. Okay? Simon, I'll keep you in my prayers, and that is your card today, the clownfish. I'm really glad you're here. Appreciate it. All right, I hope it resonates for you. All right, Candace, let's get you a card here. Hang on. Yeah, I see what you wrote down here. Yeah. They don't have to understand. That's the big thing about it. Bounty hunting bear. Nobody else has to understand it. It's not, they're not walking in it. You are. Mind your, mind your business. That's what I tell people. Mind your business. Take care of you. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Mind your business, because you're not doing anything bad. So yeah, it's not anybody else's business. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, Candace, you got a really interesting card for you today. Oh, I think you'll like it too, actually. All right. Yep, there you go. White Sage. That's your card today, is the White Sage. As you well know, sage is cleansing. Sage is used in our culture for blessings. It's used for meditation. It's used for prayer. It's used to bring balance. What I'm seeing around you, and I'm seeing the smoke from the sage like burning up and around, and it's circling you like a spring. You know, you ever see a spring or a slinky, right? How they coil? This is how the smoke is riding around you, and it's about protection for you. And I kind of feel like it's they're saying protection from the wagging tongues. Okay, so there's like people around you, and I'm getting like mostly female sense of energy, and it's like, yeah, they're like sniping around you, but this will keep that negativity away from you, and you need to remember to do that often. Like, and I'll tell people, anybody that's here, you can do the same thing at home. When you have people or you're around people that are really negative, or you run into somebody, maybe you're out at the store or at a restaurant, or you're driving on the road and somebody cut you off, right? Cleanse it and let it go. And this is what I'm being shown for you. Cleanse it and let it go. Because basically, if we don't, and we get angry, and I have a long fuse, but once I get there, it's not good. But us getting angry at other people because of what they're doing, they don't care. Us being angry at them isn't going to do anything to them, but it hurts us. It hurts us physically, emotionally, mentally. It's stress. What good is anger? It wastes positive energy. So that's why I'm seeing there. Keep on the smoke haze is going up around you with the sage, and it's saying, let it go. It's not worth yelling. It's not worth screaming. I saw a video, and I actually posted it yesterday, and it did piss me off. Somebody down in Florida had chained their dog to a metal fence, and it was water now up to its neck, and they left it. Thank God a police officer found the dog chained and got it out. I was pissed. Then I realized you can't be pissed at it because somebody who needed to find that dog found that dog. Energy about being angry and pissed, waste of my time, waste of my energy. And this is what they're showing me for you. Let it go. It's not worth it, and you have that protection around you. Let it go. Don't involve yourself. Don't let the energy go to that. Okay? So, Candace, that is your card, and it is the White Sage. And I hope that resonates for you. All right, I'm going down. Yeah, actually, I did the same last night. I was on the phone texting back and forth with somebody till after 11:30 last night, and that's okay. That's what we were supposed to be doing, and that's okay. I always tell people, you have got my phone number. You guys can message me, whatever. I'm here 24/7, so it is what it is. Okay. Okay, well, that's his fault. That's his problem. You shouldn't be lonely. You aren't unloved. You are loved. The big thing I will tell you, Simon, is the first thing to do when something like that happens to us, we have to learn to love ourselves, okay? Look at everything that happened, good, bad, and as I say, indifferent, right, in that relationship. Because it's with two people. So there's stuff they did and stuff you did and stuff that didn't make a difference and then stuff that was great. You have to look at that. But then you have to understand, you look in the mirror and say, you know what? You're worthy. You're a good person. Learn how to spend time with yourself in a way that our happiness cannot depend on other people. Yes, we can be happy because of something that happens with someone else, but they're not in control of our happiness. You have to learn to be able to spend time with yourself, even if it's in a different part of the house from whoever's with you. You have to be okay with yourself. You have to be okay with our things that are not always great with us, or maybe things that I have things, I'm not perfect. I do stupid shit. And I have to admit I did stupid shit, so I can get over it and say, yeah, you don't want to do that again, or, you don't want to say that again, or whatever. And then learn to love yourself. Learn to love yourself. Once you can do that and be okay with the time alone, then around that, other things will happen and begin to flow. But take the time. Take the time you need. Simon, you're not alone. We're all here. I love you. I care about you and what happens to you. And there's other people. You just have to allow it to happen. But it starts with yourself. Okay, gonna scoot down here again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you better change that, Emily. There's no shame in asking for help. Hello, Miss Robin. I love you. Tell JoJo I said hello. All right, we're going to go down here a little bit more. Oh, here, hang on. Let me see what this is. Also, if you have time, I keep seeing double numbers, particularly 11 all the time. Everywhere I go. Okay, so, yeah, I can explain that. It can be 3 too, right? 333, 222, 111, 1111. But if you're seeing a particular double number, write them down, because you're missing a message. Somebody's sending you a message, and when you're being alerted and you see that again, right? It's something they're trying to get through to you to pay attention to. The days that I see it multiple times, sometimes I'll post it up on Facebook and stuff, and I have to think, okay, who's want me to see these numbers? And usually if you take time and slow down your thought process, just ask them. You could say it out loud, you could say it in your head, you can do whatever and say, can you give me, like, who is this? Or is a number connected to something, or is it something I need to be aware of? And put it in so that in your dream walk, when you go to sleep, that maybe they'll come through and give you that knowledge that you need. Always something. It's always connected to someone in spirit, or spirit is trying to get you to notice something that's here for us that we need to do or be aware of. Okay. Numbers are cool. I've got a couple friends that are always getting numbers, and we know that they know where their numbers are coming from. So it's really cool. Okay. Okay, Presh, good. Well, I can't, hey, Presh, your family is your family, and your dad never has a problem coming up and say, Bear, tell Presh this. So yeah, I love it. Okay. Hi, Crystal. How are you? I hope you're well. All righty. Yeah. You're fine. You're welcome, Presh. Anytime, you know that. Oh, has my sound gone out? Uh-oh. Maybe not me. Okay, let's see. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Yep, there you go. There you go. Good deal. I am better this week. I am definitely better this week, Tracy. Absolutely 100%. Okay, let's see who else. Okay. Hey, Lito, how are you? Yeah, Mango's good. Squirt is over on the other cage. You can see her back there. It's bright orange and green. She's on the parakeets cage. They love. Hi, Brenda Coleman. How are you? Yeah, I'll get you a card. They love, for some reason, Mango and Squirt are my lovebirds. Squirt's the new one I got this year after Pip passed. They love the parakeets for some reason. I don't know why. They just want to sit with the parakeets, and the parakeets aren't scared of them either. So it's just kind of wild. They're good. Mango's in his coconut right now. I don't know what his problem is today. He's antisocial. If I had Sean and Bex on, though, he'd be out right away. He loves Sean. He loves hearing Sean's voice. All right, Lito, one. Good seeing you too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so I'm also being told, no, you need the other deck. So let's do the other deck. I love that. They told me that before. Okay, so shuffle these bad boys up. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, this card, this was a painting I did. This is Raphael, and it's the healer's mark. Okay, so what this is, Raphael brings and is noted through culture and writings. He's a healer. He brings in like the soft pink and the white colors, and he brings in green, and it's for healing. The healer's mark is all about what you can do for others that are close to you, that you are a person of understanding, you are a person of knowing what's right and wrong, you're able to assist other people. So you've got that healer's mark on yourself. But it also brings in healing energy for self, okay? And when Raphael comes in, it's usually one, either mind, body, or spirit, that he, she, whatever, that divine energy that comes in to help you heal from. And I keep feeling that something about this is like a thought process that you have going on, something you're concerned about, something that's is out of sorts. And that's when I'm tapping your energy, that's what I feel like. Something is out of sorts. Okay, so you have to take the time, kind of like what I said to Simon, but a little bit different, to allow yourself to balance and let some of it go. Because some of the stuff, what I'm being shown is some of the stuff that you're holding on to is a waste of time. It's not anything that's important. It's again, it's kind of like I said about being angry about stuff that didn't work out. There's no use for it. It's past, it's gone, let it go. And what you need to do is sit, again, like with self, and understand what can be done either to fix something that you've got going on or to think in a different manner. I keep getting the mind. So it's like something that you need to think about in a different way and release it. Because it can't be changed. Whatever happened or whatever was said or done, it's like, let it go. You can remember it, but don't carry whatever it is with you, and allow yourself to come to that healing space for it. And it's interesting because they keep going like this with me, like twisted around. So I'm like being shown you should look at it from a different angle or a different way, and they keep doing this, like look at it from the opposite way, and it'll help you to let it go. Okay, so that is your card today. I love it. It's the Raphael's Healer's Mark. Thanks for popping in. I hope that kind of resonates for you, Lito. Appreciate you being here. Glad to see you. Well, not see you, but you know. Hi, Lindsay. How are you? All right, so let me go up and I'll get Brenda a card. All righty, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ah! This is... I have a lady that I've known for many, many years, know her kids, know her husband, all that. And this is her totem. So I love this totem for you too. Okay, so today the squirrel came up. Okay, Brenda, what I'm seeing, and squirrels always make me laugh. I actually sat a few days ago. We had a lot of wind up here in Michigan, and I was kind of watching how the squirrels were and how they were going around. And for a week and a half, I've had one squirrel. You can set a clock by what she's doing. And every night when I'm in my room at about 7:15, 7:20, she jumps on the top of my neighbor's home, goes across the top peak, runs to the front, and then jumps it to the tree where her nest is. Every night, like clockwork, every day she's doing the exact same things. What's coming through for you is you need to change it up, because it's like you are in a ritual of time. You get up, you do, and it's like you go through these same routines over and over. So you need to change it up, and you need to be, hi baby, you need to be conscious about doing it, because it's like almost like you just need to change it up so your energy switches, right? So that things that are happening to you, it's like, oh, and you go, and it's like you go home every day, oh, and it's the same thing over and over and over. You need to take a break. I was watching this particular squirrel, and she was going up and down side of my house, digging in the ground. They don't remember where they bury stuff. It cracks me up. And digging little holes. Where is it? Where is it? And this is like why it's routine. And it keeps showing me over and over the same thing. You need to change up the routine, okay? By doing that, or doing something completely different, or even in completely different order than you're doing right now, you will be able to release that energy it's just, yeah, you need to make it new again, not old, okay? I don't think that's a good idea, Squirt. I don't think he wants you in his coke. Well, maybe he does. All right. So that's your card, Brenda. And it is the squirrel. I hope that makes sense. I'm glad to see you here. Yeah. So Squirt's in Phoenix's cage right now. Or in Mango's cage. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad. Okay. We're going down here. All right. Sure. Okay, I'm the new deck. Hang on. Alrighty, let's see what the new deck is gonna bring. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You too. If you guys could see this, it's pretty interesting. Oh, they like each other, but not that much. Okay, so Lindsay, your card today is the Lion's Embrace. Okay, the Lion's Embrace is about yourself and younger people. Okay, the Lion's Embrace is all about a time that may be a little bit stressful, that may have issues going on. And around that, you have someone that needs that reminder that Lion's Embrace, that their strength is there, that they have the strength, and you have the strength to assist with them being able to understand better what's going on. It's a very intense, when this came through, it was extremely intense. I don't know if you can see, but maybe I'll hold it like this. You can see the lion's paw around, and then I gotta look because I'm doing backwards. This here is a young person, a younger person, and we need to be there for people and make them understand that we support them, but that we don't do it for them. We don't fix things for them. We guide them. We can listen to them, but we shouldn't be doing it for them. Shouldn't be that fixer for them. They can do whatever is put in front of them and go through whatever is in front of them, but they'll need that Lion's Embrace, that strong support, okay? Again, not to do it for them, but to hold them so they know that they are cared about, they are respected, and it'll be okay. Even if it's not so great, you'll get through it. Very, very important. And I also get that it's an older man, male, that really needs to be supportive with this younger person. Like, not in a typical way. So it would be like this other, the older person, the male, it isn't like typical for them to do things for others the way you think maybe sometimes they should be done. But that's going to be key to whatever it is that is happening right now. And that embrace will be from you, but it also needs to be from this other male, older male to younger. Nothing you guys can't get through. No crashing, bad news, none of that. Okay. But we need to be able to show people they do have the strength that they need to walk through with whatever it is. Okay. So that is your card. And I hope it kind of resonates for you. That's a really, really powerful card. It was a really, really powerful painting as well. And thanks for popping on. I appreciate you. Okay, good. Yep. I know I went through that this summer. So yes, I did. I went through it this summer. I know. Okay, I'm going to go down, 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 down. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. Glad to have you here. All right. Yeah. You need to, and it's okay. We're not all perfect. I can't do everything. You can't do everything. You know, sometimes we're old enough. We need to do it, right? All right. Okay, great. Awesome. All right, guys. So until next time, thank you all for coming here and being here. I appreciate you all always. My back is signaling to me I have to get up and move. So I will. Oh, hi, Margaret. How are you? I see you down on the bottom. You guys take care. Until next time, it's Bear out, okay? Y'all take care and have a great, great weekend.
Yeah. Cool. What it? Bye, Bear, my bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, Bear, my bear, my bear.